lined up on the grid as they wait for the lights to go out. The revs are building. Let's go racing.
Everybody's doing a brand new dance now.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, punters of all ages, we welcome you to another and final wheel-to-wheel special qualifying session here at Mount Panorama Bathurst, getting ready for our Super Enduro. This is the final qualifying session before we kick off the racing tomorrow night. Joining me here on comms, we have the driver formerly known as Mountain Goat, now known as Goat 13. Welcome, Goat.
Hey, Dodgy, how you going?
And on visuals, we have Dodgy. Welcome, Dodgy.
Yeah, thanks, Devil. Another round here at Bathurst. I can't get enough of it. Bring it on.
Yeah, look, it was set to be another exciting one. We've got some big names in this one as well. It's Flossie's going to be up there. We've got KZ and, of course, Showman, who's shown his skill over the last couple of weeks. And last but not least, of course, we can't forget to mention Fixer Chris, who will be qualifying tonight, but having a few internet issues, so we'll just give him a minute or so to join back in. But we're pretty happy to have young Goat, who's coming back to the league after a bit of a hiatus. And while we wait for Fixer to come in, Goat, just give us a quick wrap up on what you've been doing outside of the league and what brought you back.
Well, I've been doing a few other things in a few other leagues, and had a little go at FIA, and nothing much really happened there. And what really sort of brought me back was I jumped in a Corona Cup the other day with ZD and a few other guys, and just a lot of fun, so I thought I'd come back.
Come back. Yeah, excellent. Pitch yourself against the fastest guys in the world. So Fixer Chris is back in the lobby, so we will kick off qualifying right now, and let's see what the next 30 minutes brings us. Have you been watching any of these guys during practice? Goat, have you got your eye on anyone?
Yep, had a little look around, and I think Renegade's up there, Flossie's up there, Showman's up there, a few people, but yeah, don't really know yet, it's early days.
Yeah, there'd be a lot of new names from when you were in the league last, no doubt.
Yeah, don't recognise anyone.
Yep. So Flossie is the first guy out on track at the moment. He's getting around in the little pug. So I don't actually have a card on his livery. Oh, yes, I do. So, yeah, so Flossie's livery actually is the Bentley GT3 livery on a little pug. It was driven by Jules Gounon and Maxime Soulet and Jordan Pepper at the Bathurst 12 Hour. Now, don't quote me on the pronunciation of those names, I'm just having a crack there. But after 6 attempts at taking out Australia's international endurance race, the Bentley Team Sport finally tasted success at Mount Panorama, winning the 2020 Liqua Moly Bathurst 12 Hour. And if anyone's ever been to the 12 Hour and watched these cars get around, I don't think anyone would disagree with the statement that the Bentley sounds the best by a mile. Next on track, we've got KZ. So KZ, we do have some information on his livery as well. So KZ's driving in the Alfa Romeo livery, which was in the GTV 6 Class B, driven by Colin Bond and Peter Fitzgerald at Bathurst in the Australian Touring Car Championship in 1986. So KZ showing his age there to go back to a Bondi and Peter Fitzgerald livery, and all the way back to 86. And he's chose that livery just to keep the Alfa Romeo theme going. KZ, I believe, drove the Alfa last season.
Yeah, I think he did.
And Showman is next on track. So Showman driving what I believe was called the Pussy Wagon at one stage. But he's driving the livery that was on the Ford FGX Falcon, driven by Renee Gracie and Simona Di Silvestro at the Bathurst 1000 in the V8 Supercars. And Showman has picked this because over the years he's learnt a valuable lesson in life. If you're no good at something, i.e. driving a race car, don't bother trying again, just give up and go sell pictures of yourself on the internet.
I'm just leaving that one alone.
Well, it's turned out to be a successful career move for us. So, and next on track we have Alden, who is a newcomer to the league. We haven't seen, this will be his first race in wheel to wheel. So first race is the last of the season. I don't recognise his livery. I'd imagine it's something he's made up himself there. It's certainly not something that I recognise to Bathurst 12 Hour or the 1000. But being one of Fixer Chris's friends, we would expect him to have pace. And, well, you'd be a fan of his car choice, Goat.
Yeah, Super's alright around here.
And Molten Ash is next one on the track. Now, Molten Ash is one of the gurus for making liveries in the league. I've handed over my car to Molten Ash for the last 2 Bathurst retro livery rounds, and he's come up with the goods for me. And this year he's sporting the Lansvale Smash Repairs livery, which they were also one of my favourites, I'll be honest, because Trevor Ashby and Steve Reed, they were privateers and they turned up every year. I believe they were there 16 years in a row and always put a competitive car on the track. But Ash has chosen this car because he's always loved the bright colours on the Lansvale Smash Repairs car, and their posters at the time were as good as the big budget teams. This livery in particular he thought was really creative with the paint splatter coming off the wheel arches. And look, Ash does a really good job of replicating those liveries. It's almost as like what you're seeing is what was on in the day.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. As you said, with the paint splatter coming off the wheels.
Yeah. Broken Spoke's our next guy on track. So he's getting around in what would be a easily recognisable livery there, the Super Cheap Auto Commodore, which was driven by Russell Ingle and Brock Feeney in the 2021 Bathurst 1000 as a wildcard entry. We'll be expecting good pace out of Broken Spoke as well. He's certainly one of the guys that's quickest in Split and Division 2. I think he's racing mostly Split 3, but in Division 2.
That Aston is a bit of a handful around Bathurst, though. I've seen even the quick guys, it's getting a bit squirrely through the dipper and whatnot.
Yeah, Captain was having a bit of trouble with it the other night too. We might flick to Tooligan now, Dodgy. He's 5th on track, and his livery is the Jaguar livery, driven by John Goss and Armin Hain at Bathurst Group A touring cars. So this was a 1985 car. It was the first year Group A touring cars were allowed to run at Bathurst, and John Goss and Armin Hain, a West German driver, put their XJS on pole and won the great race. So that was a marvel of engineering in its day, that thing. So that's all of our drivers. I don't believe we've missed anyone there, but we're seeing some times come in now. None have dropped below 2 minutes yet, so KZ currently holding pole with 2 minutes 0.2. I would expect we'll see better times than that throughout the night.
Yeah, still early doors, only 7 minutes in. And,
Well-
these guys are just getting their bankers out.
Well, this is a good opportunity here to, we might flick over to Molten Ash. We'll wait for him to get around and come down Conrod. We'll watch his time. So we jump on with Molten Ash, who's in 5th at the moment. And if he's not on a flyer, by the time he gets down, starts coming down Conrod, we'll jump on with him and get his thoughts on the track. And while he's running around, we're pretty fortunate to have Goat, who so far has posted the fastest time, which is a 1:59 flat. So while we're watching Ash go around, Goat, tell us, mate, what is the secret to speed on this track?
Get as close to the walls as you can, to be honest. And yeah, it's got a funny nature, this track. You've got to treat it nicely, and it'll treat you nicely.
Right, so use every bit of the track. That's the key.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Sounds
Well,
like
absolute.
my microphone.
And absolute. Oh well, it is a track too where it will bite you. So you go just an inch over the line, and you're done. You know, it'll cost you 2 or 3 seconds. Just one mistake. So certainly can push it for 30 minutes in qualifying because you only need to get one good lap. But you really need to adjust your mindset when it comes to the race, and certainly one that's over 43 laps.
Yeah, really do.
But Ash is now coming through the chase.
Yeah, g'day Devil, Dodgy and Goat. How are you all tonight?
Yeah, good mate, good. Thanks for joining us here in the commentary box. How are you finding your
pleasure.
beast around here?
Hey, yes, it is a bit of a handful, but I thought, you know what, we'll jump on tonight, give the punters a bit of a run around Bathurst, and they can see what it's like for themselves.
All right,
So-
so
I'll give you the run through, coming through turn 1 there, really looking to keep that mid-corner pace up. Yaston's a little bit of a handful right on the mid-corner, and you can spin the rears up on you really, really quickly. Getting a bit of a nice break up here, looking for those shift points, going to hold 5th in qualifying all the way up here to about the 80-metre mark. Try and get down low, we've gone a bit wide there and slid sideways, but you want to come all the way out to the wall there, use all the road like Goat said. Up here in 4th, a little feather just to get down in the corner, and then up through the cutting in 2nd. This is an area where I was losing a lot of time earlier in the week. Watched the fast guys in the lead and noticed that they were making up a good half a second through there. Quick feather of the throttle in 4th gear was a flick to the right and left up over the hill. Blind as we drop down into here into 5th. Again, just a very light feather. Back on it all the way out to the wall. Light feather of the throttle again. Try and get in early there. All the way out to the side. Make sure you don't get the grass. So over Skyline, can't see a thing. Just nice soft braking all the way down through here. Down to 2nd. You see the back end coming out there a little bit as we get down through the dipper. Up into 3rd. I'll be short shifting up here through the race, but using all the revs today. Really tricky corner here, down into 2nd, get close into that wall and then floor it all the way out. The run down Conrad Straight can make or break your entire lap. So nice time to just take a bit of a break here, a little bit of a breather. In Qualy tonight, if you can get someone who's really on your pace, get a slipstream through here, there's good 4 to, you know, maybe even half a second to make up down here. Looking for the 150 marker, just past that, hard on the brakes, down to 3rd, come down, just clip the inside apex there, get onto the power early, all the way out to the left-hand side there, use the ripple strip, up into 5th, looking for about the 80 marker, hard on the brakes down 2, then trail braking, leads in the offset so you don't spin the, get understeer through there. Nice and soft on the power in the Aston, 2nd gear, 4th gear. A 202, look, not a good lap there, but we'll try and get down to the 2.0s tonight. Best so far is a 201 flat, so fingers crossed we can put it on tonight for everyone and get a decent starting position for the Div 3 guys.
well, good luck, Ash. That was close to your best lap of the night. Let's hope you can get a bit of slip and crack that 2-minute barrier.
Yeah, definitely. We'll put the head down now and really start concentrating. Look for those low 201s.
Good luck, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Ash.
Thanks, gents.
I'll tell you what, Devil, while we're at it, we've had a fair few times come through. Do you want to look up for us and go down from the top and tell us who's doing what time?
Yeah, sure, mate. So KZ currently on pole, and he's with a 2:00.2. We still haven't quite cracked that 2-minute barrier yet. I imagine KZ is going to, but only a tenth behind him is It's Flossie with 2:0.3. We've got Showman on a 2:0.6. So that 2 flat to the 2:01 is a very crowded territory at the moment. Tooligan in 2:01.3. Broken Spoke 2:01.4. We've got Molten Ash, who we were just speaking to, 2:02 flat. We've got Alden, newcomer to the league, 2:02.6. And Isa Renegade also on a 2:02.6 in 8th place at the moment. So very close throughout. I don't know how many qualifying sessions we've had, Dodgy, but this would have to be the 6th, I would imagine. And that flat 2:0 to 2:01 is very crowded territory at the moment. There's a lot of drivers in that area. So every 10th and every 1,000th is vitally important for your starting position.
Absolutely. Tonight, this round right now is the final round of qualifying for the Bathurst race, of which we will have 2 races tomorrow night and 3 next Sunday night. But it is the final of 8 half-hour sessions. So there you go.
Yeah, I actually had my first practice race just before I come on here, and we had a few quick guys in it. We had Oil in My Blood was one of them, and he got me by 2 seconds. And we know that Oily is one of those freaks that can make his tyres and fuel last a long time, and he got around by doing one less pit stop than me. So there's going to be some interesting strategies come to play come race day. With 43 laps, your strategy is really determined by how well you can make those tyres last. So let's talk about some of those, Goat. What do you think is going to be the winning strategy and some of the alternate strategies that might have a chance?
Well, I saw the 4-stop was pretty popular in that same race you were in, I believe, and I think that was the winning strategy. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a tyre and fuel-saving race, and you want to get behind something with a lot of top end and save fuel, basically.
Yeah, being such a long track, you can't rely on slip, certainly for 43 laps. You might, the field will spread out as the laps tick on, so you certainly can't rely on slip to get.
Showman's improved. He's down to 2 minutes and 3.
Yeah.
Well, he's got that hungry mosquito buzzing. So you certainly can't rely on slip for the full 43 laps. So it'll be interesting to see the strategies that do come to play, because the Supra I'm seeing is certainly a very fast car over 1 lap, and well, we've seen you get the fastest time of the league so far, Goat. But I'm not convinced that it's the right car for the endurance race.
No, it isn't. It's a bit it's pretty rough on the tyres, and it's okay on fuel, but it's not the best. The Corvette's definitely got one up on it there.
Yeah, the Corvette's really good on fuel, and it's good on tyres if you can manage them well.
Yeah, it's got great race pace.
And this thing that Showman's driving around in is superb on both of those. So
yeah.
I would say it's probably the best in the game at the moment for tyre and fuel conservation.
Yeah, I believe Mazda might be a sponsor for the FIA at the moment, so Polyphony Digital have made sure that that's a pretty competitive car.
Money talks, is that what you're telling us, Goat?
Yeah, same with Toyota.
Yeah, well, it was the Toyota, it was the Supra, wasn't it, that was the Olympic car?
Yeah, it was.
So for those that don't know, Gran Turismo was actually an Olympic sport in the last Summer Olympics held in Tokyo, and all drivers in the Supra. But Molten Ash is, KZ's just best his time. He's just missed out on breaking that 2-minute barrier. So 2 minutes, 0.18.
How's the green pug going to go? He's coming across now. Flossie in 3rd. Is he going to boost it? No joy from Flossie.
No improvement, no. But we're sort of getting to the
The
point
zoo
now
is
where...
purple, actually. Because usually it's purple.
He was purple in his final sector of the last lap.
Yeah,
But we're sort of getting to the
gone
point
purple.
now where a bit of brain fade will start to affect the drivers as well. So we've seen in the 5 qualifying sessions beforehand, usually the fastest lap comes in the first 20 minutes.
Here's Renegade going across the line in the Vodafone Corvette. No improvement from Renegade on that one. I noticed he improved last lap, so he's probably got a bit left in him there.
Let's see if we can jump on with Renegade now. Are you there, Renegade?
How are you guys? How are you guys? Well, glad to be aboard.
Right, how's this Corvette treating you around the track?
It's a bit slippery in places, but certainly nothing I can't work with.
So your best time at the moment's a 2:02.4. What sort of time were you aiming for here tonight?
Well, my personal best in this same car was a 2:01.3. So hopefully, if I can get somewhere around the mid 2:01s, I'll be happy with myself.
And you're in contention for the Div 4 championship as well?
That is correct, yeah.
And who are your main rivals there for that, Renegade?
That would be Viper's Fang sitting in first, and CS Packer sitting in third.
Right, okay, so...
Less than 100 points between first and third.
Oh, so it really is going to come down to this race, and
most
pole
definitely.
position could be the extra points you get for pole position could be important here in the championship.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, considering that both of those guys are my main rivals, so anything quicker than those two guys will certainly be a benefit.
You know what I'd be doing right now, mate? Ease off the
Panicking.
accelerator and let Broken Spoke get past you, and
That
follow
might
him
be-
up. Follow him up the mountain, because this lap's not a hot lap for you. So get behind him.
Oh, Tooligan's improving.
All right, we'll let you go for this hot lap, Renegade. Good luck with it,
no
mate.
worries, mate.
Broken Spoke. Well, thank you for that, Devil. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Very profusely.
Yeah,
the only
I'm
one.
sure. So Tooligan just posting a 2:01.3 in Jag livery Aston. No, Jag livery Jag. Sorry. It's really, I find it really hard to distinguish those two cars from time to time. The Aston and
size
the
of the
Jag.
wing.
Yeah, yep. I mean, the front is really the telltale sign. But yeah, they look very similar. So Tooligan has bested his lap, and I'm not seeing that there are too many other guys. Showman is green through the first sector, and Molten Ash could be on a hot one here too. He's about to cross the line. 2:01.4.
Yeah, look, my first season in Wheel to Wheel was in a team with Tooligan, and he has improved so much. I mean, we both have. I was like anyone else, new to the league, new to sim racing, didn't have a clue what I was doing, and Tooligan helped out a lot with discussions and team chat. But my God, the team he's with now, they have helped him out, and he has just come ahead in spades. So more power to you, Tool. You're doing a great job, buddy.
Yeah, Tooligan was one of the guys that in my first race with Wheel to Wheel, which was the pre-season to the previous season we've just had, and he and I had a good dice in those little, I forget the name of the cars now, but around Interlagos. No, it was around Interlagos, if memory serves me correctly.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we had a good dice there, and Tooligan's one of those guys that turns up and does consistent performances every week.
Yeah, it's definitely fast and had a couple of battles with him myself. He's very clean, got great racecraft.
We've got, guys, we've got a couple of guys that are on green sectors. It's Flossie, who's third. He's just gone green through his second sector, and his first sector was pretty quick too, so he could be on a flyer here. Just coming down Conrod now in that mighty pug.
Not the best spot for it. Conrod in the pug, great across the hill. Definitely going to need some slip on that sucker when you get into trying to get a good quality or race pace.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I think Adam's shown that the main difference between the drivers and the cars is the bum in the seat.
Adam doesn't count. He's a freak.
He is a bit of an alien.
Adam is
as we
just a
come into
fantastic
Murray's,
driver.
oh geez, he has nailed the apex. Flossie has nailed that perfectly into Murray's. What are we going to see improvement here? No.
Not enough. KZ's heading up. Oh, I heard that Mozzie. He must be just in front. There he is. He's coming too. Everyone's on their way up.
Put it in the wall.
So with 7 minutes to go, that 2 minute barrier might be safe tonight in the last round. We were supposed to have Fixer Chris in this lobby as well, so this being the last one,
He might start the back.
he could well be starting at the back, which is, geez, if we were still running the wheel-to-wheel betting, odds have just changed significantly for Apex to take out the championship at this point.
Yeah, well, it is down to this final race for those two, Apex and Chris, for top honours for the whole of wheel to wheel. Normally, I would say any other enduro at Bathurst, any other super enduro at Bathurst, any other lobby, I would say it doesn't matter if you start first or if you start last. It's going to be a long race. It's Bathurst. But for those two, yeah, I wouldn't be game to say that with them, because this could matter a hell of a lot.
Well, it might only be 5 or 6 seconds at the start, but that means Chris has got to go 5 or 6 seconds quicker than Apex, the defending champion and current leading points leader.
And fight his way through the rest of the top split.
Yeah, absolutely. So certainly going to have his work cut out for him. Now, Flossie through the chase, gets the car up on no wheels, massive amount of air. So as he heads into Murray's now, let's see if he can post an improvement. Oh, he's missed the apex there.
He's got that pug by the scruff of the neck.
Yeah, he's certainly ringing it hard too.
You're too young to be giving dad jokes there, Goat.
Yeah. Fair enough then. That was a bit of a low blow.
So Broken Spoke's gone in the pits. He's had a bit of a break. Now he's coming back out.
Just had a broken spoke.
Jeez, the dad jokes are just flying, aren't they?
He started now.
They're getting worse.
Guys, ISA Renegade's green through his first 2 sectors, so he's in 7th. He could well be on for a hot lap here, heading down Conrod now and about to go into the chase.
Just 2 cents down at that last sector, but he could make it up here. Nice braking into
really aggressive over that curb.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that too much.
No.
It's dangerous.
See how he goes into Murray's.
Nice with Murray's, actually.
Oh, a bit taily on the exit.
Yeah. Oh.
No joy, unfortunately.
No. Broken Spoke back in the pits and just coming out again now. I wonder if he's got some hardware issues or if he's looking to give someone some slip or perhaps come out behind Renegade and get some slip for his last lap, last crack at it. Molten Ash now about to cross the line. He's posted a 2.0. Oh, no improvement there.
KZ still got the top spot at 2 minutes, 0.1.
Yeah, that 2 minute barrier is proving to be a tough nut to crack tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch Broken Spoke as he goes around. If he can get onto the tail of Renegade, and he's not far off, but if he can get onto the tail of Renegade and follow him up Mountain Straight, and then down Conrod, he could well be on for a hot lap here. On his next one.
Yeah, for his next one. He's on his outlap at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 2 minutes left as well, so we're coming down to the wire here for this final qualifying
Tooligan's
session.
still improving. Sorry, Goat.
Oh, yeah. 201.1 for Tooligan, so very fast.
Almost into the 2 minutes.
Well, even the race, the quali before this at 7:30, I think only one, don't quote me on it, but I think it might have been only one driver got below 2 minutes, and it was only by like 0.003 or something like that. It wasn't by anything major,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
Yeah, look, it's really only the best guys that get to crack that 2 minute barrier. I missed out by about half a second.
Renegade's had an
Yeah,
improvement.
but Corbin's the only exception.
Corbin's an exception to a lot of things, Goat, you know that.
Yeah.
I don't believe Corbin's not racing either, is he?
No.
Oh, here we go. Broken Spoke has gone purple through the first sector, and he's not in slipstream yet. So if he can get onto the back of Renegade across the top of the mountain and follow him all the way down Conrod, we could well see. Oh, he's missed that. He was a bit ugly through the cutting.
Yeah.
He's just got to get on the back of Renegade though now. He slides that thing across the top of the mountain. That is a handful.
It's the only option you got with an Aston to slide it across, because it definitely doesn't steer direct through there.
So coming into the dipper now. Yeah, geez, it's taily through there as well. But he's holding it together. He's hitting the lines well. Got a good exit out of there, out through the S's. As we come into the elbow, I would say he's well within slip range now of that Corvette. So he's going to be sucked down Conrod by that Corvette at the moment. If he's not in slip range, he would be very close.
Just out. Oh, no, it's slowly pulling away from him, that Corvette.
Yeah.
Well, that is unfortunate. That was probably his last crack at it, or he might get another chance here.
KZ's purple.
Yeah, KZ's purple heading up Mountain Straight.
Definitely got an improvement. Let's go. Oh, bad luck. But now he is in that slip. So, got to make the most of this one, Spoke.
This is the final lap. So, everyone doing their final lap now. The next one to cross the line will be Showman. So, a bit sideways as he comes out of the chase. And heads down to Murray's. I'm not sure where his lap time is going to be. Oh. Let's see what he posts. I don't think we're going to see an improvement. 20.4. Just out, yep. So the next one is Molten Ash, who has... No, he's done.
Yep.
Next will be... in fourth, Tooligan.
Tool
in
and
fourth.
KZ.
So KZ was purple going up the mountain. I'm not sure if he's still purple. We could see that 2 minute barrier.
It's the 10th up coming into the base. Got it stopped nice and square. A little bit of curb on the left. Nice exit though. He's got a nice little toe from Tooligan as well. And he's on the brakes at the 80 point. He's round that nicely, but he got on the grass. Let's see what the number is.
Oh, no,
none.
20.3.
Who's coming up now? Someone sideways after the chase.
Yeah, that's Flossie. He's lost it there.
He's
We've
building
got
sandcastles.
Broken Spoke in 5th, who's just coming through the chase now
Yep.
and finishing his lap. He's done that tidy. Last corner. Come on, Spoke. Nail that one. Little bit wide of the apex. 58, 59, 2. No joy for Broken
Just
Spoke.
out.
Nothing there for, that was Alden, was it?
Yep, and Renegade just finishing it off now in 8th. So he's bailed on his lap. He's at 2:17, 2:18.
Well, let's see how we go with the one lapper.
So
Right.
KZ is the man to beat.
Yep. Renegade for the win.
Renegade for the win
Yep.
from last in 1 lap.
Yep. Yeah, you watch him.
All right. I guess it doesn't matter who we jump on with, but let's jump on with Tooligan in 3rd. He's in a Corvette. He will jump well. Sorry, he's in a Jag. He'll jump well.
Yep. Jack's got a good start.
There he goes, past the Mazda.
Yep. And KZ with a half-second lead.
Oh,
Flossie!
Flossie's lined it up like 10-pin bowling and just sent it. Gone for the strike. I don't think he got the turkey though.
He missed everyone.
Turn 1 was an option.
And he's out. He's left the room.
Yeah.
So a bit of carnage. It could be at the back of the field here as well. Well, 2 wide, yeah, and 2 into the barrier.
Oh, look out,
Renegade
I haven't
with
been
the-
taking any notice. Mrs. Stefko has come from left field to be barracking for KZ again.
Husband in reserve. So Renegade spun it at the cutting, so that's he's gone for the race.
Oh,
Your tips again, Goat. That's it, you're out.
yeah. Yeah. Oh, well, you know, he can still win it.
He can still
That would be
Bradbury
the
it.
ultimate, yeah,
He
the
can still
ultimate Bradbury, that
yeah.
would.
Yep.
So KZ's got this wrapped up well and truly now. Tooligan will bring home 2nd, unless Showman went
Showman's gonna
sideways
give him a
into the
go.
forest.
Oh, hold it
Oh,
to
Tooligan!
Yeah, this
It's a slipstream
Masters.
battle now.
this Mazda's got heaps of top ends, so we might see a pass down the chase. It's gonna go to the outside.
Pussy Wagon moves to the overtake.
Oh, bit of
That's
rubber.
gonna hurt. That's gonna hurt.
Bit of hip and shoulder.
Oh, nicely done, Tooligan. What a braking performance that was.
Yeah, it's good.
So the one lap crazy race is done by KZ, followed by Tooligan, Showman, then Molten Ash and Alden for 5th place. Broken Spoke eventually gets it home, and Renegade, he might as well have called for an Uber.
Yeah.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. KZ just on the edge of breaking that 2-minute barrier for his qualifying session tonight. But unfortunately, no one able to crack that nut. Fixer Chris missing out due to his internet issues, so he'll be starting the back of the grid, which is probably the big news from tonight. And perhaps for future Super Enduros, don't book yourself in for the last race because you don't get another chance. But we all look forward now to the racing, which commences tomorrow night. So punters, jump onto our YouTube channel and watch the actual race. And thank you for joining us here, Goat, for your
Yep.
return to the league.
Yeah, no worries. It's been fun.
And thanks for helping us out on visuals again, Dodgy. It's always entertaining.
Mate, loved it as always.
And for the punters at home, as always, until tomorrow, keep the wheels straight and in between the lines.